Our new silicon carbide IGBT is the next generation of semiconductor technology. We've been working to take the next leap in welding technology, and now the first of its kind. The SiC IGBT does exactly that. The new silicon carbide chip boasts a higher switching frequency, incredible performance, industry-leading power efficiency, and lower conductor resistance. We'll be transitioning our entire NV range to these new chips over the next couple of years, with the TIG 230 AC/DC the first step in this transition. The machine's main frequency has been increased to 100 kHz, more than double that of a traditional IGBT and with less conductor resistance. This higher frequency and a low conductor resistance means the DC current's waveform ripple is smaller, providing a more stable output, better arc characteristics, and finer control over the arc. They're also smaller, which helps minimize the electrical loss and increase energy efficiency, surpassing that of traditional IGBT technology. Silicon carbide IGBTs also have a significantly higher impact resistance and temperature resistance, 150 degrees versus 120 degrees, compared to traditional ones. It can withstand higher voltages and perform well even in higher temperatures. Our new silicon carbide IGBT works to make the machine more reliable with a superior arc performance and better weld quality compared to previous IGBT technology. Change settings with ease with the intuitive touchscreen controls and next generation user interface. The easiest way to set up for a TIG weld, simply set your filler material, joint type, tungsten diameter, and material thickness, and you're good to go. The Speed Start feature lets you speed up the formation of the weld puddle by applying a synergic pulse program to the beginning of the weld. The initial pulse works to melt the joint edges faster, for a quicker puddle formation compared to a standard arc start. Steady arc adjusts the welding current based on the arc voltage. When the voltage goes down, the amperage will go up, and vice versa, to give a consistent weld puddle, a sharper arc, and a constant heat input. Weld speeds can be increased with no fluctuations in the weld current. TackPlus is a tack welding program used to create evenly spaced and sized fusion tack welds along a joint with minimal heat input. Amplitude Control adjusts the percentage of the AC waveform that is on the negative side for a more penetrative weld. Increasing the percentage of electrode negative puts more heat into the base plate, allowing for greater penetration, a narrower arc, plus faster weld speeds and metal deposition. Experience the best of both worlds. Mixed AC-DC combines the efficiency of AC and the penetration of DC TIG in one weld. With it, you get faster welding speeds, better penetration, a faster weld puddle on cold workpieces, and you can weld thicker materials. Get the most out of your machine. The PFC maximizes the electrical efficiency of the machine and automatically compensates for any voltage fluctuations, so you get more output power and the internal components last longer. Select the tungsten diameter and get an optimized welding arc ignition in both AC and DC TIG based on the chosen diameter. Maintain a stable arc even when TIG welding as low as 2 amps. The new and improved silicon carbide IGBT technology means you can hold a steady arc no matter how low your amperage. Get the perfect tungsten shape for your aluminium welds every time with just the click of the trigger. Turn the cap shaping feature on, press the torch trigger, and the machine will prep the optimal tungsten shape for your aluminium welds. Customize your waveform in both DC and AC weld modes. Choose your preferred welding waveform or use a combination of two to adjust the arc characteristics to suit your welding needs. With a pulse frequency as high as 999 pulses per second in both AC and DC TIG, you can get as many pulses as you need for any scenario. The heat control trigger mode is great for manual heat input control as you go. It lets you set a base current which you can switch to at any time during a weld by pressing the trigger button. The TIG 230 AC/DC will weld every kind of electrode, including cellulosic, and has a few additional MMA features like hot start, arc force, anti-stick, and pulse. The hot start feature gives a boost of current at the beginning of your weld, stabilizing your ignition and eliminating any issues with striking an arc, especially on different electrodes. The arc force feature helps to keep the arc stabilized throughout the weld by increasing or decreasing the peak current to compensate for your arc length, preventing the arc from cutting out or the electrode from sticking. The anti-stick feature, which is always on, prevents your electrode from sticking to your workpiece. When the machine detects sticking, the current will drop significantly so the electrode can be removed. Pulse MMA welding helps reduce spatter, improves heat control, and allows for an easier removal of slag. It also improves the speed and efficiency of vertical up welds, or when welding out of position by minimizing the heat in the joint while still maintaining root fusion. The TIG 230 AC/DC has both a water cooler and a gas trolley available that can be purchased separately for a compact solution that will weld all day. This machine supports the connection of both a wired or wireless foot control for extra versatility and convenience while welding. You can adjust your amperage hands-free to avoid disrupting your torch movement, and the wireless option reduces cables and adds greater maneuverability as well. Going off the grid, the TIG 230 AC/DC can be connected to a generator. We recommend one with at least 8 kVA. Smart Fan diminishes noise, saves power, helps reduce energy costs, and minimises the number of contaminants being pulled through the machine.